And we'd like to welcome Will Knight, senior writer at Wired, to help us learn more about this technology. So thank you so much for being here. Do you believe it's important for the government to get out in front of any potential issues with AI? And if so, what do you believe are the biggest reasons why?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely important that the government look at this. This is a very important technology, not just AI, but this latest kind of wave of AI, ChatGPT, stands to be really foundational to change a lot of things. As the report mentioned, it could have a huge impact on jobs. It can have very broad impact across the economy. But there are plenty of issues they really need to focus on. I think it's probably most important they start thinking about some of the near-term ones, things like bias, the economic impact, rather than these sort of long-term existential ones that sometimes come up.
So, Will, this is a very dynamic new technology, as you know. What sort of challenges do you see with trying to regulate it?
I think one of the big challenges is that the government's just not used to regulating this technology. It's brand new. It's moving very quickly. And regulators are not that tech savvy generally, as we've seen in the past. It's kind of impressive that they're holding these meetings as quickly as they are to deal with some of this new stuff. But there's that. There's also the fact that the big tech companies are developing it, and they do not want to be slowed down. So they're going to be lobbying for that. And then there's the fact that, as the report says, it's going to have lots of positive impacts. It already has a huge amount of potential. It's being adopted very widely. So sort of balancing those risks is going to be the real challenge, I think.
So, Will, you talked a little bit about short-term and then long-term implications of this. Do you think that there are industries that'll see an immediate impact, and what would those be?
Well, we're already seeing ChatGPT type technologies being adopted in coding. So software development is already being transformed by that. Other areas include things like marketing. We were seeing companies like Microsoft develop new versions of Office with this technology. So we may see it become quite widespread in white-collar jobs. But the good news is that thus far the evidence shows that these tools kind of amplify workers. They don't replace them wholesale. So one of the things that is exciting is that it is quite broad in its applications.
So AI is already here, but Congress is just now holding hearings on it. Do you think it will take too long before we see any meaningful regulations? I know you said it's good that they are talking about it right now, but how do you see this playing out?
Yeah, I think one of the big problems is that it's really not clear at all what regulation would look like. That nothing really has come out of those meetings today to suggest here's a path forward, here's what we should do, and it just isn't that clear. And I think regulators are going to be too hesitant to put the brakes on something that could have huge benefits. So that's really the question. I think that there's also this problem of the issue becoming clouded sometimes by people's kind of more extreme fears and concerns, whether it's around jobs or even existential risk, which really is not the most pressing thing we should be worrying about right now.
All right, Will Knight, thank you so much for being here. A fascinating topic.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.